So there it is. Welcome. Make sure you guys talk. Welcome to the Talk Me. Let's talk about it podcast. And tonight or today, anyway, this morning, um, uh, we, we're going to do a short podcast today. I have some, and you will see that this will be pre-recorded for you, but I'm doing this podcast as of September the 13th at 10 o'clock at night to have for y'all tomorrow or today rather, between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, depending on what time I post it. I have some plans with the family early in the morning, and I want that to be rushed or get in the way of what I'm doing or just get in the way with what I'm doing with them. Nevertheless, hi, guys, what's going on? Let's just get straight to it. The recent uh, unaliving of Charlie Kirk really is a disappointing thing. I think it's a dangerous time that we are living in right now. Uh, Very dangerous time where, for one, like I said, I'm going straight into the topic. I'm not BSing around today. One where you can have a difference of opinion and people want to unalive you for your different views. Another thing, and I'm just going to touch on a few things here. Um, to celebrate someone's death or be happy somebody died or make comments like, um, well, I'm not bothered by it. Well, I mean, he said this. I mean, we celebrate as a people, in my opinion, we celebrate chaos so much that we get mad at truth. We celebrate chaos and get mad at truth. Now, I have watched a few of Charlie Kirk's uh, debates, and I've heard some things that he has said. And I was speaking to a fellow friend of mine who I work with. He and I have been going back and forth, as well as some other people about Charlie Kirk or whether I support Charlie Kirk and this and that. And to me, it's not about supporting. I care about a man family who has lost their husband, their father, their son, their brother, their uncle, you know. But I watched a few of his debates, and I've never and I can honestly say this. And see, this is the elephant in the room that's going to disturb some people. There are a lot of things that black people, us, my folk, don't like to hear about black people from a white person. I think that's really the narrative or the hammer that hits the nail on the head. Now, black people, we don't want to hear what's wrong with black people from us either. We can take it better, but black folks darn sure well do not want to take in anything about black folks' problem from a white person. Um, when they come to this word supremacy, white supremacy, and the example a lot of times that people use when they say supremacy, they're challenged to say, so are you saying that white folks are more supreme than black folks? The first thing they say is, no, 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 they're not. Then they say, well, but what is, how can there be white supremacy? And I'm not saying that there is or there isn't, but a good point that Charlie, uh, Charlie Kirk makes a lot of times, or let me switch from the white privilege to the white supremacy to the white. Let me use white privilege, but white uh, supremacy, white privilege, I think it's all the same thing. But he says, so what is there that I can do as a white man? or speaking as Charlie, that you can't do as a black person. And everyone he's asked that question to says, well, there's nothing but. So his whole point was, it wasn't that Charlie, and I'm not defending, taking up, or trying to uh, give a sermon for his eulogy. He, I don't think he ever said anything racial, and this is only my opinion off of what I've seen from watching him having a full conversation. I don't think he ever said that was offline or not at least close, because some of these things that was brought up, I've even said. I mean, you know, I'm I know I'm all over the place. I lost one good train of thought, but I'm tired of hearing when it comes to us, all us want us to do is remember the pain, remember the suffering, remember slavery. Uh, oh, let me give this example: reparation. He had a perfect. I think it was an awesome example of why he was saying that, because a black man asked him, do he believe that black men, uh, that African Americans should receive reparation? And he said no. And there are, not only have as Charlie said this, but there are even black folks that say that no, we don't deserve. Well, we should not get reparation, and in some cases don't deserve. But here's one of the things that he said, and thank y'all for tuning in. He said, "Are you talking about Black Americans, or are you talking about blacks, Black Haitians, or Black people who have just came across or came to America in the last century?" So what he was initially saying is there would be no clear, fair way to give reparations to those who are direct descendants. Yeah, now you and I may be black, but we are not direct descendants of slavery. There is no way that they could properly track down reparation of people who is connected to the black families that was directly connected, or descendants of slavery, as well as he even said his family, white family, they were on the side of fighting to, which I would guess, I don't know if that's the Union or whatever, but it was the other side to help fight against slavery, or to end slavery. So should all white folks who have who are generations upon generations past the point where, and or their families did not own slaves. So his point was, he wasn't saying that black folks don't deserve something. He was just saying that there is no way, he doesn't believe giving black folks reparation is a cut, clean, clear answer. Yes, I've heard clips of him saying that, black women. He named three black women, but you know, I'm telling everybody, don't send me, and I get this all the time in my inbox. Believe me, all the time in my inbox. Don't send me a 10-second clip of what somebody has said, and you take it out of context. The same way they took out of context. Remember when Trump said that there were good people on both sides, and the media cut out the part when he said, well, he was pretty much saying there were good people on both sides, but he specified no, not not those particular people. But the media cut that out. All we heard and seen was there are good people on both sides. But if you line up the real conversation, or the real uh, 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 interview, or the real speech that he was giving, he said they were bad people. And again, I think my people, and this is something I think that black folks need to stop. Don't coon me, don't Uncle Tom me, or others, or don't house negro me, because I just don't agree with what you agree with. Don't oh, you must be love the white man. I love everybody. Oh, you defend, no, I'm not defending anybody, but how can I say I'm not glad he died? But this is this is the thing that I don't even think my people listen to themselves when they talk. They said, I'm hearing people say, well, I don't think that nobody should be murdered, but what? what what we button? I don't believe people, I don't believe he should have been killed, but he said this. So you saying I don't think there is a good reason for him to be murdered. But because he was, because he said, and I only heard, and this is what I truly believe. I don't believe people really sat and listened to a whole Charlie Kirk interview or debate. I don't think so. Because but he said this, and yes, he did say the part about having guns. There will be people who, you know, are going to end up being unalive through guns. But there are people who believe in gun right. I believe in gun right. You don't believe in having your own protection for your own home. And yes, it was a white man that killed another white man. And for the life of me, I saw some clip, and some of the stuff I don't post anymore because people get so, not that I'm worried about it, but people just be in, but I can't believe you. I, I didn't know I woke up every morning for you to believe me. I'm not going to lose sleep over anybody who, who doesn't be my friend anymore on Facebook, who calls me coon or whatever. That let me get back to what I'm saying. There's a survey out saying that everyone who's been involved in these mass shootings or these big shootings have two things which I think needs to be dealt with. They have been on some type of psychotic medication and or are a part of some type of trans or something community. Now that listen, I regardless of what community they're a part of, the person. I don't care whether you're trans. And Charlie used to tell a lot of people this, right? He used to say when they stepped up to him, they would say, "I'm a trans by gay such as, and my name is such and such." And he would say, "Well, you don't have to give me all that. Just tell me who you are. What's your name? You're not gay, trans, third degree black belt Todd. You just Todd Mickens." But anyway, the person who allegedly unalived Charlie has found out that he is living, or his girlfriend is transitioning to a woman. He is a man transitioning to a woman. Well, he is a man who gets body parts cut off to because he wants to be a woman. And I say that to say that it's disturbing enough. Um, I don't want nobody to get kind of, but let me just say if I was a place blank. No. Let me leave that. Okay. But that's amazing facts. I had a friend who told me that all of Charlie's facts were debunked. And I'm like, I don't know. The DEI thing. And I know, and this, guys, I'm going quick. I'm going very quick. I'm going very quick. I'm going quickly. The DEI thing. What he was saying about DEI, not that if he saw a black pilot, he was scared, like, oh my God, look at this ninja driving the plane. I don't think he can drive. What he was saying was when DEI came into the picture, if he was to see someone of color, whether it was black or Latino or whatever, he was saying, listen, I wanted that they get the privilege or the honor or the chance to drive this to fly this plane or do whatever position job it is, whether because they were qualified or because they were uh, 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 ratioed out. Like, hey, listen, we got enough, we got a lot of white boys. Let's add in this this black dude. And yeah, he made and listen, and I'm pretty sure. See, nobody says, nobody even think who knows what he never said that there were white guys or white women who may not be the best or as qualified, but he did say, yeah, I would have to think. Well, I wonder did they get their position or did they know what they should have known or were they given opportunity? And listen, opportunity happens. I guess I would look at it as DEI because there's a lot of that. Matter of fact, everybody listening to me right now, I guarantee you there are people on your job who you wonder how they get or they got their position. Matter of fact, you, ma'am or sir, may be on your job right now. And some people say it's DEI, or some people say God made a way. Now, which one is it? Somebody wondering how in the heck you got. Matter of fact, you wondered. You didn't believe you was gonna get the position because you know you wasn't qualified. Did you get the position because you got the position because you could have fell in at the right time? Which, listen, hey, everything works for the good, right? You could have went and got that application right at the right time. Somebody called in to say, "Hey, I know you hiring for this certain position, but we, we need to hire an African American, or either we need to hire a Latino." And from what I've heard, uh, a lot of the DEI hires benefited more of the white women than it did the black man or female. Now, whether they did or not, I don't know, and I'm not gonna say. But I told a buddy of mine, I'm not so emotionally involved in it that I'm gonna blow a blood vessel arguing about things that a man said that was his opinion, and then and then people say, well, everybody got their opinion. That's what my buddy told me today. You know, I made a joke. I said, man, don't block me. You know, I made a after we was in the inbox going back and forth. I said, well, I'm gonna just paraphrase. I said, all right, bro, I'll talk to you later. He was like, all right, man. Then I sent him another message, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, LOL. And then I sent a message back, don't block. You know, he was like, nah, man, I ain't gonna block you, man. I ain't gonna never block a man for having this opinion. What that's what we've been going back and forth all day about is this man had his opinion and I had a I said, so what you telling me, and I'm asking everybody who has a problem with Charlie, what you telling me that nothing he said was right. Nothing. I've heard that he he spewed hate. I never heard hate come from him. I guess this is the true definition of all us being cut from different cloths and having difference of opinion, right? Or we analyze things different. And he said nothing he said was true. Everything that came out of his mouth was a lie. And I was like, well, don't you and him have something in common? Don't y'all believe in something that's the same? And pretty much in a nutshell, he was like, no. And 'cause I was like, And if you say that you don't have something in common, you're not telling the truth. You're a liar. Now, I didn't mean in the sense of disrespect, like you a liar, but it's, how you be at the table talking with somebody and they say, man, you know, uh, man, I went to the club and I had all the girls. You like, man, you lying. Come on, man. That's how I was saying. He kind of took what I ain't gonna say he took an offense, but he wrote back like, hey man, you know, don't disrespect me calling me a liar. And I was like, oh, see, this is why I say people get so emotionally attached that it becomes an argument instead of a conversation. And I was like, listen, bro, you know, this is just like barbershop talk to me. I'm not emotionally involved that deep into it. But anyway, I said, well, so y'all ain't got nothing in common. Y'all don't believe in nothing. I said, well, he believe in God and Jesus, and you do too. And then it hit. Here we go. Yeah, but that's different. Yeah, but so my whole point to him was, listen, people can have the same beliefs but still make different choices. You know, bottom line, rest in peace to a fellow brother, and I call him a brother because um, he's a he's a part of the body of Christ. He believed in Jesus. He believed in God. He believed God as his personal savior. So he's a brother of mine. And no, you probably won't see me with a RIP Charlie shirt, and I probably you won't see me with a tag or nothing like that. But I think Shula, the comedian Shula, said it best. I might pull that up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find it while I'm talking to y'all. I'm gonna see if I can find it. The comedian, I gotta find it first before did I post it? Yeah, comedian Shula King. He said it perfectly. I don't know if it's gonna play here. Hold up. Let me share it. Let me share it first. Share screen. We're gonna pick up right here. Uh, let me see if y'all can see what I see. Yeah, right here. All right, and I'm gonna play what he said. And he said pretty much. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but he pretty much said everything that I've been trying to tell people. You know, um, matter of fact, I'm gonna just let it play. Let's just go there. Let it play. This is Shula King, comedian from uh, Sumter, South Carolina. Start all the way from the beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see that some of y'all are a little sour, a little tight with me when I said that I'm not celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk.
Oh, same here. Same here. Oh, I can't believe you.
Some of y'all were like, "Well, if I me not caring, how is that me celebrating?" Well, if you don't care and you not celebrating, then that means I wasn't talking to your ass.
It's simple. It's simple. I think. Listen, everybody want to be in the conversation. He said it perfect. But if you ain't in the situation that I'm talking about, then I'm not talking to you. Let's listen to this one more time.
Caring, how is that me celebrating? Well, if you don't care and you not celebrating, then that means I wasn't talking to your ass. That's what that means. That's exactly what that means. If you don't care, look, I didn't say that I was toe up about it.
Right.
I didn't say that I was down in the dirt. I didn't say that I was crying and my feelings were hurt or anything. All I said was, I'm not celebrating the man's death.
Boom. That's pretty much a lot. And you get people, oh, you love the white man because listen, if I think black people forget they they don't only just have black friends. You'd be surprised at some of these kumbaya jokers that be on Facebook and on these other platforms. They got just as many white, Mexican, other ethnic groups of people as friends as the next person. But they act like they King Ugamuga or either Queen Isha Shasta. Like they just everything. Listen, what is y'all don't let Dr. Umar fill y'all head up. But I ain't gonna go too much. Let's go.
That's all I said.
That's all I said.
All the rest of this stuff that y'all interpreted, you ain't got to interpret a damn thing that I'm saying. I'm telling you straight.
Yes.
I didn't say that I was going to be at somebody's funeral. I ain't say I was sending nobody flowers. I ain't say I was going to be crying. All right? All I said was, I'm not going to celebrate. I didn't tell your ass not to celebrate.
Boom. There we go. See, this is where we come into where I'm not telling you. Now, I can be disappointed in your actions for celebrate, but I'm not telling you to celebrate or not celebrate anything. I may be just as well as you can say, I can't believe you not celebrating, then I can't believe you are. And this is the problem. That's enough of this. I'm gonna let this one go. This is the problem I have with people with different opinions who want to coon me out or Uncle Tom or you must love the white man and the alphabet community people. I'm not upset or either. I can't tell you to celebrate or not celebrate. I may be disappointed at you for celebrating another person's death, but I ain't telling you not to. I'm not saying don't you do it. I'm like, hey, and just like with the community, you know, if I don't agree with your theologic or your idea of how many genders there are, listen, you can believe what you want to believe. I can believe what I want to believe. You don't have to say, oh, are you such and such? No, I ain't. I have friends, family members, co-workers, colleagues that are part of the community. And listen, some of y'all may never know who they are. I don't go around, oh yeah, this my such and such, they homosexual. Oh, this my such and such, they homosexual. No, I address people or introduce. Now, if you know, if you insist that we in a setting, you know, especially with couples or something like that, I'm not gonna downplay. Oh, this is such and such boyfriend, or this is such and such girlfriend, or such and such wife or husband, you know. And they are listen. This is the important part. Long as people know where you stand and they respect it. Now, I know where you stand. I respect it. I may not agree with it, but I respect it. But you know where I stand. Just respect how I feel and don't try to force the way you feel on me. Don't call me a hater because I don't agree with the things that you agree with. But I guarantee any family member or friend, colleague, co-worker that is of the alphabet community, none of them would be able to tell you Todd Pickens was ever disrespectful or talk that. I had it within the fitness community. I had a brother, and he and his fiance was planning on getting married, and I saw it on Facebook. Okay, and I knew he was going to be at the event I was having, and I walked up to him, hey brother, hey man, I saw that on the book, man. Congratulations, man. I hope y'all be all right, you know. And I said it pretty much like that. Hey, man, I hope y'all will be all right. And you know, listen, and people who know me know I say things in a funny way. And then he looked at me like, hey Todd, I really appreciate that. Because you know why I hope that they be all right, two guys or two females or whoever married in the situation. Because hopefully if they all right, in my eyes, they will one day soon see the light. They will get to a understanding that, hey, this ain't right what we doing. Now, that's according to my belief system that I have. I don't believe in that. And let me say that I don't even want to use the word as far as they respect it, but I won't disrespect those that are a part of that. I can respect what you know, but my perfect example again is Charlie believed in God. A lot of y'all believe in God. And this is the problem that a lot of preachers are having. We got this one God, right? That I serve, my Lord Jesus, Savior, God Almighty, Jehovah Jireh, my provider, his grace is sufficient for me. Him. We all these preachers are under this leadership, but everybody got different doggone ideas and doctrines and all this, and no wonder the world is jacked up. No wonder. We have my wife get on me all the time. A lot of times she, especially if I'm riding in her car, past, I'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and she's like, "You must be counting churches." I'm like, "Yep, churches on the same road within a mile." Listen, I'm talking about churches are literally across the street from each other. Everybody's struggling for members, but everybody putting up more churches. I just don't get it. Now, I get churches being birthed out of churches because membership is so big, and maybe the daughters or the sons of the house have been blessed, and they, the shepherd of the house say, "Listen, we have enough people over here, y'all. We need to spread our love, and let's put listen. I go over y'all brother June. Listen, y'all need to start another church. We got too much overflow. We got 3 services. We need another church." That's where I think churches ought to be birthed out. One way, anyway. Okay. I believe that'd be enough. But again, rest in peace to the brother. And if you see me posting, and I had to tell it, most of the people who listen to my podcast know whether I agree with something or not, I will state stuff just to get a conversation going. Just to see what you gonna say. Some some people I have them going for 2, 3 days a week, and then I tell them, "Hey, man, I'll just be honest with you. All I was just trying to see was what's the temperature in the room." I have a podcast. I like having topics I can talk about. No, you know I may not go research everything, but if you feel strongly about something, I'm going to challenge and ask you about it. And when I see that you are emotionally attached to that thing, I'm gonna be on in a good way. Nevertheless, let's move on. Uh, I tell you what, man, God is good. We are uh, looking forward to doing more advertising, more content on this platform here as far as the podcast. And I'm in a different zone or mind frame now of my fitness. I've been doing 5 miles a day on a Peloton bike, which is a stationary bike. Last month I did a mile every day walking and or slight jogging. It was 95% walking, but I did a mile every day. When June ended, I jumped straight into doing a 5 mile bike ride, which takes me about 20, 25 minutes, almost the same time as it took me to do a 1 mile walk. And I've been enjoying it. Some days I do 10 miles, some days I do 7 miles, but most days I'm doing 5 miles. That's my goal for every day. By the end of this month, I should be have completed. I will have completed over probably probably over 160 miles just riding the bike down in my garage. Uh, and I'm already thinking now what's going to be my goal for next month to keep me. I want to stay goal oriented, and I want to talk to you guys about what's your goal, um, fitness, life, or whatever. But there are three things when it comes to goals that you must have. I think they are not only the 3Ds of fitness, because in 3D fitness, which is the fitness page I just started, uh, but 3Ds of life. In anything in life, you must be disciplined, you must have dedication, and you must have determination for those things to work. In anything in life, those are the three things. 3D, right? We could we can take that fitness off and just put 3D: discipline, dedication, and determination. What's your goals, and how can you stick to the I am disciplined, I am dedicated, and I am determined to make my 5 miles every day. Is it easy? No. Can I do it? Yes. Do I want to stop sometimes? Yes. That's why you have people that's in your surrounding who can help you to be accountable. You don't need somebody in your corner to babysit you, because your biggest supporter or your biggest accountability partner or helper should be the person who you're looking at in the mirror. Like I said, rather it's fitness or rather it's whatever, because you this um at work, in your love life, marriage, whatever goals you you set, fitness, you have to have discipline, dedication, and determination. Excuse me, to be successful. Okay. And I want to remind you guys that I I won't be seeing comments because officially I'm not here. Okay, this is a pre-recorded uh, podcast, so I can't respond. So if anybody agrees or disagrees with anything I say, feel free to hit me up in the box. Say, man, you crazy, you ain't right. Whatever. I can deal with it. Uh, I get it all the time. Um, oh, I want to say this. We was I don't remember who I was talking to, but we was talking about the president, the presidency of the United States, and why a lot of people think men did not vote for Kamala Harris, right? And and I'm going to tell you why, as a man, black man, because that's what everybody, even the black women, they just say, "Oh, well, you a black man. I can't believe you didn't vote for this black woman." Um, it's not that cut and dry. We listen. First of all, I don't even think Kamala wanted to be president. I think she was happy being uh, in the position she was as vice president. She didn't have to do too much with what she was doing, and I believe her campaigning was subpar. I think her focus. I don't know if she thought it was more twerking, booty shaking women out there who's gonna vote for her than it were men who get up out the bed and go to work or and stay home and see their booty shaking girlfriends doing nothing. I guess she thought that the ratio of them, because I mean, first of all, why would you bring this, for the life of me? Why would you have Carly B, Meg the Stallion at your rally performing? Why? Twerking, basically strippers performing close to the end when it is. I don't think Kamala was listen. First of all, I don't think people believed her as a person. They didn't trust her. Why they didn't trust Kamala, Todd? Because Kamala, remember, was on that same narrative. Oh, Joe is good. Joe is strong. Joe is healthy. Joe, he's strong mind. Joe has no problem. She sat there and why? Because I think then early they was like, listen, come, listen, hey, we need you to take one for the. I need now. Listen, come. This could be a big thing. We already had the first black president. We had the first female and a black female president. Come on, John. Come on, let us. That she didn't have proper. Probably listen, Joe. Now, and this is the thing that y'all gotta understand. Since we want to talk about white privilege or whatever, who's to say Joe didn't stay in long enough to mess up the chances for her to get a proper campaign? I just don't think she had the proper time to really campaign the way she needed to. She wasn't prepared. Heck, we all know Trump been preparing for this ever since he lost, ever since he had that loss when he was a president. When he didn't win that next term, everybody and their mama know Trump. Matter of fact, of course, everybody know because everybody was trying to bring these charges and stuff on him so he wouldn't be able to run again. This is the thing that I ask everybody. Why? No, let me leave one. Let me stay on comment. But that's my main reason why I did not support her in that. And listen, I have, and yeah, there are some videos where Kamala be talking and what is and what is to come and what come is and what is, and y'all ain't gonna see him tell me y'all ain't looking at some of the videos. Like, dang, Lord have mercy. Kamala read off the card. Y'all ain't gonna tell me y'all ain't said that. But no, she said Joe is strong and he can go another 8 years. Joe falling all over the place, forgetting what he had to say, you know. But nevertheless, man, listen, if she had won, I respect her just as I would respect old 45, 47, old Donald Trump. Say what you want about him, but he won. And at the end of the day, I think that's what most people get. It's like me watching the Dallas Cowboys and the Steelers play. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. My wife is a Steelers fan. It hurts me to my heart if we play and her team win. It hurts me even worse if we ain't playing each other and my team lose against a team that we should win against, and her team just demolish somebody. It hurts. People get so butthurt when they lose. Now all of a sudden, one lady's oh, she didn't want to be in my fitness community thing no more because she can't believe um how how she tried to word that to my wife. She worded it to her as if she can't believe that I follow somebody like Donald Trump and how I disrespect. She tried to make it seem like I was a chauvinist against women or whatever, and she can't believe I said. So I asked my wife. I said, she said what? She said, yeah. She said she's not gonna be a part of the fitness thing anymore or whatever because of your whatever. I said, okay. And listen, I left it at that. Oh, okay. And my wife said, yeah. She said you was good. She said what? I said, man. And my wife said, well, some of the videos and stuff you post. I said, okay, well, if I post a video that's already out there of Kamala saying something, I said, but have you ever heard me disrespect anybody? I said, I got mamas, I got sisters, I got wife, daughters. Why would I be disrespectful to a woman, black? And at first, that's why I say I don't get emotionally involved in a lot of these politics, in a lot of these politics conversations. At first, it was almost, I believe it could have led to an argument with me and her, me and my wife. But I was like, whoa, listen. I said, listen to what I'm asking you. Have you seen me post anything disrespectful to black women? And my wife said, what? Because she was caught up in the emotions of it. And that's where a lot of us, our skin tone, the people, we get so emotional about stuff that we forget about. She was like, well, no, you're right. You ain't never really said nothing. I said, I know. I said, I ain't said nothing, you know. My wife said, yeah, you know what? You right. You ain't you ain't said nothing. I said, no, I haven't. Well, this same young lady, this was at the gym, what, 2 weeks ago? Uh, I I popped up in the gym and she was in there and her eyes went like this. She was working out, she saw me. And I saw her. I don't know if she thought if I recognized her. But you know what I did? I went on about my bit. Listen, I'm not mad, glad, or sad that you stopped being a part of the what I was a part of doing. And it's your right that if you don't want to deal with somebody who don't believe in the same thing you believe in, it's okay to say, well, hey, I don't, you know, but I ain't gonna cry you no river. I ain't gonna ask you, listen, I ain't gonna ask you to please be my friend again. That's y'all problem. Y'all listen, y'all want everybody to be your friend again. If they unfriended you one time, I, stay where you at. Stay. If you chose to unfriend me one time, stay where you at. We don't have to be friends. It's okay to forgive, and it's okay to remove yourself from the situation. But back to my health journey, man. I'm in the process of just trying to stay more consistent, meal plans a little bit better. I tell you, man, I just want everybody to understand that fitness is as simple or as complex as you can make it. The older you get, you need to just make sure that you get your fluids in, you eat healthy protein, you eat healthy fats, you eat less portion, try to eat 2 to 3 times a day, uh, try to have more activity in your life every day. I say at least 20 to 30 minutes every day, even if it's listen, you can walk around your neighborhood and 30 minutes pass. It's been 49 minutes on this podcast. If you've been here from the beginning, you done sat here and did nothing but listen to me for 50 minutes almost an hour. Some of us scroll and search through our phone for hours. You know, that's how I kind of got off my journey. Um, my fitness journey, coming home and saying I'm going to the garage and start working out, and I had good intentions. I might see something on my phone about on Facebook about working out or either IG, and I'm looking. Next thing I know, I'm scrolling, and I done fell asleep. Then 2 hours later, I wake up. Okay, now I'm gonna eat. Oh man, I done ate. Now I'm too lazy to work out. Next thing I know, everything I worked for gone down the drain. Got me going backwards. Goals. Let me get back to these goals. Goals. We got 10 more minutes. We're gonna be on here. Goals. Set your goals and let your goals be your goals. I used to be kind of hard on people who was like, I want to be far as like fitness goals anyway. You know, I got my class reunion coming up. I'm getting mad. I'm getting in the dress, or either I got a family reunion or my birthday, and I used to be like, yo, that's But listen, I'm I'm for now. Whatever reason your goal is, let the number one reason be because it's your goal and it's going to benefit you, not so someone else can see. Especially when it comes to your physical fitness, I can care less of what somebody see in me physically. And make sure that uh, you don't depend on nobody else for your goal to be successful. I'm at the point in life where If I have something to do and you supposed to be a part of it, or whether you know it, if you moving slow, I'm gone. Oh yeah, well you was supposed to do it, well you taking too long. I got goals to make. I got things to accomplish. That's why a lot of times I like working out alone. Every now and again I get with somebody if if I say I might be like, "Man, I need somebody to really push me today because I plan on going real hard and I need help. That's for me for safety reasons, you know. Or if I'm training or helping somebody doing their fitness journey. But a lot of times I like to be by myself because listen, nothing you do is going to distract or be the reason why I didn't accomplish my goal. If I don't accomplish my goal, it's because I didn't accomplish. If we supposed to be at the gym at 6 and you don't get there to 6:15, I didn't waste 15 minutes of my time waiting on you. Right? If we supposed to do something together and listen, this is the time that we're gonna do this and we blah 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 blah. If I'm up and moving and you ain't, and I'm yeah. Nevertheless, matter of fact, I ain't even gonna worry about going a full hour. We gonna get on up out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed the show again. Thank you for tuning into this pre-recorded show Let's Talk About a Podcast. Like I said, this morning, I'm speaking as if it's the morning. I have something to do with the family, and I don't want that to interfere with this, and I don't want this to interfere with that. I want to make sure I give you guys some type of podcast show today. So if you was typing in the comments and I didn't respond back, that is the simple reason why. Some people may agree and or disagree with a lot of things that I said, and you perfectly have the right to do that, and I do not mind. You can let me know. You can inbox me, or you can do it. Some people they say, "I can't believe I got to unfriend you." Bye, bye. Yeah, see you later. All right. Well, listen, guys, this your favorite guy, Todd Nichols. All right. We'll see y'all next time. Todd Nichols. Talk about it.